diverse corners of the school as possible. We have students from athletics, band, cosmetology, leadership, and theater, just to name a few of the many things our historians have participated in. Please welcome Alonso Loyola Molina, Jaime McCrae, Mckenna Goldberg, and Pruthav Patel up to the stage.
Hello and good evening, warriors. My name is Jaime.
I'm Alonso.
I'm Pruthav.
And I'm Mckenna. And we are the historians for this year's W.P. Wagner's graduating class of 2026.
Woo! Before we start, we just want to give a warm welcome to all the parents, friends, family, staff, administrators who came together today to make this day possible for us.
Without their support, we would not be here today. They helped us grow and learn and shape who we are and who we will become in the future.
So now we have the privilege of standing here before you all and retelling our journey at W.P. Wagner. Well, okay, we think you're all here. It's actually really bright up here.
It is hard to see up here, but we know everyone is looking fabulous tonight for our big day. It makes you realize just how far we've come.
From the first years of school
To today, this long-awaited moment that we've all been excited for and nervous since the beginning.
So, without further ado, let us take you back to the start of our journey.
I remember my first day of kindergarten. I didn't want to let go of my mom's hand, and there were so many unfamiliar faces. It just made it that much harder for me to take my first steps into school.
But we still did it, and we were able to let go and walk through those doors and through elementary school, becoming stronger people because we learned to take those first steps alone.
And soon enough, we were shipped off to junior high. And even though I didn't have my mom's hand to hold, it was just as scary entering grade 7 as it was kindergarten.
What made it worse for us was during the pandemic, we were back to square one. We didn't know what anything was going to be like, and it felt like everything was going to be infinitely harder. I mean, sure, we had online school.
But who was really paying attention?
Hello?
Nerd alert!
And somehow, online school made junior high go by quicker. Whilst in or out of the classroom, we were finally returning back to normal. We were reaching the end of grade 9.
After coming from COVID, where we were all separated, events were closed, masks were on, and hand sanitizer was on standby, we finally came to high school with the opportunity to connect with people properly.
To see people face to face.
No more mask fishing.
And to have that normal, cliche high school experience.
For some of us, Wagner was the first Canadian high school we ever walked into. We arrived carrying the fear, the nervousness, and the quiet excitement of stepping into something completely unknown. New faces, new hallways, new school. That takes courage.
And Wagner just made it easier for all of us. We had Welcome Week to introduce us to the community, the building, and the staff here at Wagner.
And slowly, those unfamiliar hallways started to feel like home.
A home that allowed us to grow and start to explore what our passions are, whether it was theater,
music,
cosmetology,
leadership,
or our school's biggest program, STEM, and so many more. Our school had so much to offer, it was kind of hard to keep track.
There were so many things to do and to see. There was Wagner Student Written Play, 10 to 12.
There was Touch of Class.
Science fair.
and for first time since pre-COVID, Wagathon!
And at all of these events, there were our grade 12s to sort of help us through it with their experience. I remember looking at them and realizing, one day that's gonna be me. That'll be us.
Getting through grade 10 took a lot of perseverance as we had to make those human connections face to face again. But we still did it, and we were looking forward to coming back to grade 11.
Which, looking back, was a bit of an awkward phase.
Coming from one, it's like being the middle child. You're not the cool older one, you're not the new younger one. You're just in between. But we had just pushed through grade 10. We could keep going.
It definitely wasn't as scary as grade 10, though. We still had so much to enjoy and look forward to outside of the stress of class, like the first Winterfest and Springfests.
Which was a huge success for our arts department, as this was the opportunity to showcase all of the amazing creations and performances our peers worked so hard on.
And of course, there was Wagstock.
Where a special someone performed.
That and Night of Music, where some of us got to perform on this very stage. It's such a full circle moment being back here again.
Alonzo, yep, bring it back. So we're here too. And don't forget, we had all the clubs to come back to, like WNN, GSA, BSA, FSA, CSA, MSA,
Don't forget to breathe.
Story Club, Debate Club, Reuse Club, Model UN, and so many more.
You never really realize how many clubs there are until you see the full list.
Or speak the full list. I need a minute.
Just like all the clubs, we also had sports teams where we had the opportunity to meet new people, learn new skills, and be a part of a team.
Teams like basketball, volleyball, and even soccer, and so many more.
But for some of us, grade 11 was really just a year to focus on preparing for post-secondary, taking the next step towards success.
Classes seemed to get way harder. Pressure to do better became a lot more intense since these were grades that could get us into post-secondary.
But this was the year where we were already familiar with Wagner and its community. Grade 11 was the year to build on that, to get closer with friends, but also use this year to branch out.
And invest more time enjoying that cliche high school experience and determining our roles in the school, figuring out what your legacy will be. If you know, you know.
Which made the move into grade 12 a lot easier since this was the big step up.
Going into grade 12, things felt smoother. We were finally at the top. We're in grade 12 now. We all got here from pushing through the pandemic and building our foundation.
It almost felt like vertigo even. We were the ones in charge now. We were the ones to help the grade 10s and show them the ropes.
Made us feel like unks a little, didn't it?
Unk? What are you, Pruthav? Like 6 or 7? Like 6 or 7?
Ha, ha, ha. Very funny, Mckenna. Regardless, grade 12 finally felt like we were approaching the finish line.
No hurdle was too high to jump, and nothing was gonna be in our way.
And then boom! Strike happened.
Everyone was in a panic. No one knew what was happening. Classes were being put on pause. Events were on the brink of being canceled. And okay, I'm sure we were all grateful for the break, but
For us grade 12s, the $1 million question was,
What was gonna happen with diplomas?
Thankfully, our teachers were doing what they could to keep us on track, even though they knew as much as we did. So luckily, when we came back, they did what was possible in the little time left we had in semester 1.
so in those hard times, we would just like to say how grateful we are for our teachers. So how about a round of applause for all of our amazing teachers? Woo! My cat.
returning from the strike almost felt like returning from COVID. There was a lot of catching up to do. We really had to pick up the ball and lock in.
Being COVID kids, we had it in the bag. It was easy to adjust back and take part in school events again.
Like the band's concert at McEwen University.
Or Cosmo's week-long trip to California that 15 of us seniors got to experience.
Although the rest of us grade 12s didn't get to attend, we were so lucky that our grad class and committee worked so hard to put on some senior exclusive events for us, like Senior Sunrise,
Movie night.
Spirit Week.
and just so much more.
And our class got even luckier. After 2 months of debate, diplomas were canceled. And the next thing we knew, it was semester 2.
The last semester.
Everything was now the last. There was the last touch of class.
Which always had an amazing atmosphere. People singing, crowding the stage, forming dance circles.
Our last Wagathon, where we raised over $100,000 this year.
But wait. That means since Wagathon started in 2008, we brought the overall total raised for charity to over $1 million.
And that wasn't even the last of last. There was the last winter and spring festivals, the final chance to show off our amazing talents. And for us grade 12s, even direct our own shows, which was such an amazing honor for us. There were so many performances, even outside of the arts festivals.
Like our last Big Band Ball, where our music program got to share their beautiful music at Midway Music Hall, one of the most famous concert halls in all of Edmonton. That and the long-awaited Sweden trip where they got stuck in Vancouver for over 30 hours. Yikes.
It was surreal. The last year became the last few months in an instant. Looking at all of us now, all coming from different places, backgrounds, and struggles, yet here we are, graduating together.
This was the moment we had been building towards since we were little. We're finally here, crossing the stage.
And even though it's over, we still have so much to look forward to and accomplish. Everyone has their own goals to work towards, whether it's becoming an actor,
A music teacher,
a stylist,
Or an engineer.
If it weren't for this school and our experiences here, we might not have ever had the chance to start exploring those passions.
So sure, we might have had different dreams when we were younger. That seems so far away.
but it is because of our successes and failures that we're all closer to achieving those dreams.
And now, just as we had to let go of our parents' hands in kindergarten, it's time to let go of Wagner's.
So, our final message to you is keep working hard.
Be grateful for the connections you've built.
Use your strength and perseverance as an everyday skill.
And take those challenges that we've faced and let them become the resilience that we carry into our futures.
Thank you for your time tonight. We wish you all the best of luck.
Now go get your diplomas!